0. And so 9 makes the denominator 0. The numerator, doesn't even have an x, and in most cases it doesn't really affect the domain unless there's a square root in the numerator, but this is not the case. So we say all x such that x cannot be 9. Okay? For 84, we have a numerator with a square root, so we have to be careful about that. And then we have an x in the denominator, so we have to be careful about that too. So if I look at the denominator, then I know that, I'll put this here, that x cannot be 0. Cannot be 7, because 7 makes the denominator 0. And if I look at the numerator, I know that x has to be greater than or equal to 5. Now I've got to combine both answers because my domain has to be true for both, for both the numerator and denominator. So if you think of a number line, you've got 5, you've got 7, those are key numbers, right? Because those are zeros for the numerator denominator. The denominator says that it cannot be 7, so I'm going to put an open dot right there. And then the numerator says that it has to be greater than or equal to, so I'm going to do a closed dot, and then I'm going to skip 7 because it can't be 7, but it could be numbers bigger than 7, like that. So to describe or to write the answer for this domain, you could say one of two ways. You could say all x such that x is greater than or equal to 5, and then just put comma, but it can't be 7. So you can use that notation. If you're using interval notation, you're going to say from 5 to 7, bracket on the 5, parenthesis on the 7, union 7 to infinity. Okay, so either one of these is fine. For 85, we know that the zeros for 85 are 10 and negative 10. So again, it may help if you think of a number line, because these are the numbers that make the inside 0, right? 10 squared is 100, and negative 10 squared is 100. So both of those make it 0. So if you choose numbers bigger than 10, then you have a negative in the denominator, inside the radical, right? Inside the square root. So if you choose a number in this area, any number in this area, it's not going to work. If you choose numbers in this interval, between negative 10 and 10, we're good, because think of 0. Okay? 0 squared is 0, 100 minus 0 is 100, so we're good. If you think of numbers in this interval, negative 11, negative 12, and so forth, just to think of, if I'm just choosing integers, well, those won't work either, because when you square them, they become positive, which will make the inside a negative number. So the only possible numbers are between negative 10 and 10. So you can write this. Okay? Number 86, the cubed root of 16 minus x squared. Okay? Remember, cubed roots, and actually any root with an odd index, can have negative numbers inside. Okay, as they're radicands, they can be negative inside, so that's fine. Any number is fine here. The domain for this one would be all reals, because no matter what you put in there, you can find a cubed root for it, even if it's negative. So you can write the answer like this or like this.